y'all, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, welcome. My name is Deborah, or Deb, or Debbie, or Deborah. You can call me whatever floats your boat, as long as it kind of sounds like my actual name. And I make YouTube videos. And today I've decided to sit down and make a video talking about a few things that I do not own as a minimalist. So you guys may or may not know about this, but hopefully it's hopefully it's kind of obvious from the way I film my videos, or from the kind of video that I film, that I try to practice a minimalist lifestyle. And I'm just going to preface this by saying that minimalism means different things for different people, but the general idea I think behind minimalism is just kind of like a mindfulness when it comes to consumption, spending money, owning stuff, and just being really thoughtful and intentional about what it is that you bring into your space, what it is that you spend your money on, and what it is that you own. So for me, minimalism is not really, owning X number of items, or excuse me, owning X number of items, or having a certain aesthetic. For me, minimalism is really just, do I need this? Can I live without it? If I can, okay, then I won't get it. If I can't, then I will. And some people might argue that that's not minimalism, but I think coming from a place where I used to impulsively just shop and purchase, just buy anything, and shopping was kind of like therapy for me at the point in my life, I would say I've definitely cut back, and I've become a lot more mature about my spending and my process when it comes to bringing new things into my life. And I also, and I know I just said that it's not just an aesthetic to me, but I also kind of lean towards a minimalist aesthetic because I personally just do not like clutter. And so it just kind of works that I like a clutter-free space. I don't think I'm making sense. But anyway, today I just kind of wanted to sit down and share with you guys a few things. I think maybe about 10 or so things, maybe 11 or 12, I don't know just yet. Things that I do not own or buy as a minimalist. That being said, another thing about me is that I'm trying to kind of transition more into a low waste lifestyle. I'm not going to say zero waste, because I feel like zero waste is, as a consumer, as an individual, it's almost unattainable. So I'm trying to live a more low waste, low impact lifestyle. So the first thing that I do not own or buy anymore is paper towels. So like the Bounty paper towels and them whatnots. I don't. I just simply use rags, like kitchen towels, and that has been working fine for me. Sometimes it kind of is annoying sometimes to not have paper towels, because sometimes when I eat, I like to have like something to clean my mouth, clean my hands, or whatever. And you know what, it's okay. It's nothing that has drastically changed my life. If I really need that, I just go take a rag and just use that as my napkin instead. The next thing that I do not buy is makeup remover wipes, simply because they're wasteful. They really are wasteful, and they're expensive too. And I find that they don't even clean my face as well as I need them to. Sometimes it takes 1 to maybe even 3 wipes to get all the makeup off. So it's like almost like counterintuitive. So I just use like an oil to just kind of take my makeup off. I just rub the oil in my hand and just kind of dissolve my makeup, and then I wash off like the first layer or whatever with a cleanser, and then I go back and actually deep cleanse. And that's pretty much what I do. So yeah, I just make sure I use a non-comedogenic oil, so an oil that's not too heavy and won't block my pores. The one I'm using right now is jojoba oil, and so far it's been good and I really enjoy it. So makeup remover wipes are definitely one thing that I will not consider ever purchasing again. And then the third thing I don't buy also kind of in the skincare realm is like cotton rounds, just because I used to use cotton rounds to like apply toner and stuff, but I don't even use toner anymore, so now I don't even need to use cotton rounds anymore. So but I have replaced my cotton rounds with like the cloth, like bamboo type rounds, and honestly what I use that for is mostly just cleaning my piercings, and that's about it. Sometimes I have like a couple dedicated ones that I use to take off my makeup with the oil if I feel like I don't just want to use my hands or anything, but I find that they get very stained and they tend to absorb a lot of the oil, so you're using more oil than you need. So I just end up using my hands. So then what I just use the cotton rounds for is just cleaning my piercings, and yeah, I can't even really think of anything else that I use that for. But yeah, so I don't purchase like individual single-use cotton rounds anymore, and I don't think I ever will. The next thing I do not buy, and I used to be so guilty of this like a few years ago, is multiple skincare items. So I would always like go purchase let's say a cleanser before I ran out of the one that I'm currently using, and this just came out of a habit of watching like skincare videos on YouTube, and then kind of getting influenced by these influencers and just wanted to buy specific makeup products. Like I'm not even like, sorry, not makeup, skincare products. Like I'm not even like a skincare junkie in like the first place. I'm such a lazy person, and if my routine starts to get complicated, I just won't do it, and I will default back to like the most basic thing. So I've stopped buying like multiple items, and now I have a rule, a pretty solid rule, that I would only break in the rarest of cases, say if I was reacting poorly to a product. So now I have a solid rule where it's like, yeah, I have to finish an item before I can go purchase another item. For me, it's just kind of like a waste thing as well, because I know if I go purchase another item that essentially is trying to do the same thing, I will end up not using up the previous item and then just wasting it and letting it go to waste. And a lot of resources go into the making of one tiny pot of moisturizers, so I try not to be wasteful in that regard. So that's just definitely something I try to really keep to, is just making sure I finish something before I go repurchase it. And then another thing that I don't buy anymore is candles. Now I might be kind of on the fence about this one. So I fell into the whole Bath and Body Works craze in like circa 2015 to 2017 or whatever, and I had multiple candles that I still have them back home in Alberta that I haven't even finished burning. And so now I just don't buy them anymore. And for my space that I currently have now, I don't have any candles. If I want my space to smell nice, there's this like liquid diffuser thingy that I got from the Body Shop that I just use, and it just makes my space smell really, really good. But the only thing about that is that you have to use like these tea lights that are pretty wasteful in and of themselves, because once they're burned, you have to kind of throw them away. I think it's made of aluminum that you can recycle, but yeah, I don't know, I'm still kind of on the fence about that. I have a lot of tea lights to get through, so I definitely will finish that, but I think I might be looking to invest in like a better quality non-toxic candles, like a soy wax candle. But for now, candles are things I just do not buy. And then another thing that I don't buy anymore is non-practical going out clothes. So I'm an introvert. I don't go out. Maybe like I go out 2-3 times a year, that's it. But I would find myself like buying these cute looking going out outfits for these theoretical places that I'm going to be going, and I never end up going. And then these clothes just sit in my closet, and then I end up having to donate them without having even worn them even once. So now it's like, I think now I have like maybe one like really nice going out clothes, like maybe like I think it's like a romper or something, and that's it. And then everything else is practical and stylable in a way that I can make it a going out clothes if I wanted to, or I can make it a, you know, kind of like a chill clothes if I wanted to. So I've kind of shifted from this, you know, compartmentalization of my clothing into something versatile where each piece that I have in my wardrobe can work for so many different occasions. And I feel like that's like the smarter way of going about building your wardrobe anyway. Another things, or I guess a couple of things that I don't buy anymore are water bottles and thermos. I drink a lot of water, and I used to find myself like purchasing water bottles. It wasn't like ever like a problem, but I purchase a lot of it. But now I just have the one water bottle that I put my water in when I go to the gym, and that's it. I don't even have like a thermos or like a, you know, coffee mug or tea mug, on the go mug or whatever, which I'm actually considering buying, but right now it just doesn't make any sense for me because I'm doing all of my work mostly at home. So, and even if I go to coffee shops or anything like that, they don't allow reusable cups yet, so it just really doesn't make sense for me to have one just yet. But it's something that I might consider purchasing in the future, but when I do, I'm just gonna have one, not multiples. So yeah. And another thing that I do not own is or buy anymore is cleaning supplies. That sounds kind of weird, I know. I make my own cleaning supplies for the most part. So when I say cleaning supplies, I mean like I don't have like multiple products for so many different things. I just have like one all-purpose cleaner that I make with like vinegar and some essential oils, and then like a disinfectant spray that I also make with like hydrogen peroxide, and I forget what else, and essential oils. There's so many different recipes online that you can follow, and yeah, and that works for me to clean my space. And then another thing that I do not buy, and will never ever buy, is fake plants. Because why? I mean, I get like some people want like the aesthetic of like, you know, having plants, because plants are really beautiful, right? But they're afraid that they're not going to be able to keep it alive, and so they buy the fake ones, or they live in their living condition is not suitable to keep a real plant alive, which is fair. But for me, I just will never. I'd rather not decorate or just use dried flowers or something, because they're just literally plastic flimsy thingies, you know. So fake plants are something that I just don't see any sense in spending money on, and they're typically really expensive, even more expensive than like actual plants. So it's like, yeah, no thank you. So yeah, I don't buy or own any fake plants. And then the last thing that I do not own or buy anymore is seasonal decorations. So I used to kind of like try to do this. I tried to do this kind of like in my younger years, not that I'm like old or anything. Yeah, even for my space, I'm not going to be doing any kind of seasonal decoration just because I don't see the point. It's expensive, it's almost sort of wasteful too, and I don't have the storage for it. I mean, I know that, and I understand that some people really enjoy taking the time to revamp and redecorate their space once it's like a new season or like during the holidays and things like that, because for them it makes them happy, it's therapeutic. But for me, it's just not practical because I don't even have storage space for any of those decorative items, and it's expensive, and I'm lazy. So that's pretty much the end of the video. Thank you guys for staying tuned and watching till the end. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to give me a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And I also just wanted to take this opportunity to express my gratitude to you guys for kind of sticking around with me on this channel, even though I've been very quiet and inconsistent with uploading. Life as a grad student is a lot harder than I anticipated, but pushing through and getting close to the end of the semester. So I'm hoping the next month and over the holidays I'm able to post a little more consistently. But yeah, so stay tuned for more videos to come. Thank you so much once again for watching and for being here. I appreciate you, and I will see you guys next time in another video. Bye.